So guys, so before we get the review going, man, I just want to give a big shout out to my boy CAC33 for letting me borrow this card, and also another shout out to my boy Vanga Q56 for helping me get the review done just a little bit faster. So here we go. Campus Hero Tim Tebow, 99 overall, dual style, short pass, ground and pound style, 6'3", 91 speed, 90 awareness, 86 throw mid, 97 throw on the run, 99 play action, 95 throw short, 97 throw power, and 92 throw deep. Now he does have an 89 truck and a 90 stiff arm, an 81 spin, and an 87 juke. So he's pretty useful, like in the open field when you start running with him. He only has an 84 carry, which is nice for a quarterback and everything, but it's not great, especially if you're going up against guys like Sean Taylor and Lawrence Taylor all the time. So if you want to run with him, I understand the temptation to want to truck and stiff arm, but you might want to consider sliding more often than trying to stiff arm and truck. But anyways, man, enough talking, let me show you what he can do. So Campus Hero Tim Tebow, man, in terms of accuracy, man, he has great accuracy. Short passes, as you can see here, not a problem. Deep passes, not a problem. Medium passes, that I think is where you're going to see his struggle points. Now what I mean by that is, just like flashback Michael Vick, because that's who I'm going to be comparing him to this entire game, just like flashback Michael Vick, he's going to make great passes, for the most part, solid passes, but there's always going to be that one pass that just comes out of nowhere that just makes you say, what the hell, that may in fact cost you the game, which is just one of the most frustrating things ever. And there's nothing more frustrating than playing a clutch game, a tough game, going back and forth, and just having your quarterback throw a duck and just kill the game for you. That's the risk you run with Tebow. Even the 99 Campus Tim Tebow, which I'll talk about more often, or more late in the game. Now this right here, his deep accuracy, like I said, not a problem. Do some really nice passes, to be honest, man. Even though he only has like a 92 deep, well, not only me, 92 deep is pretty damn good. But as you can see here, man, just threw pretty passes, man, down the sideline. So if you like to throw deep passes, man, don't worry about that. Tim Tebow is a very accurate quarterback on the deep throw. Throwing on the run, also, once again, one of his best things. But I know that I'm doing like a full sprint, as you can see here, and of course I've said before, I know some guys will say, it's better to just do that one little, scrambling mechanic where you get more accuracy. But honestly, I've seen quarterbacks do this, on a full sprint. Tim Tebow can do it too, so that's not really an excuse that I want to hear from certain people. Now the read option obviously is one other thing that you want to do with them, but this right here, man, taking these big hits, I completely get the temptation to want to run and stiff arm and truck with Tim Tebow, because that's what most people think. Actually, that's the first thing people think is to run and stiff arm people. But honestly, this right here is what you're gonna get more often than not. In my opinion, if you just want to run around and stiff arm and truck people, all you're really doing at the end of the day is inviting more hit sticks. And I know some guys have said that they've had Tim Tebow and they take big hits from Sean Taylor, Lawrence Taylor, Ray Lewis and everything, and that's great and everything, but do you really want to keep testing that with 84 carry? Yeah, you might get lucky here and there and get some nice some nice little lucky plays and not fumble the ball, but do you really want to keep testing that? In my opinion, that's just how I feel. As you can see right here, man, he definitely will miss some passes from time to time. That right there, I don't know what that was. But look at this. This is what I was referring to. Look to the left at triangle. I throw a bullet pass and look where it goes. This is what I'm talking about. This is those plays that are going to cost you games, that just make you want to pull your hair out, man, in a clutch game. However, this right here is what most people think about when they get Tim Tebow, and how I think is the best way to use him, besides of course throwing the ball. Now in this review, I'm pretty much just juking and spinning, not so much trucking and stiff arming, because when I was playing with him, I was like 9-0, completely undefeated going into the playoffs, and I was not going to risk a game trying to truck and stiff arm, because to me, I know better than that, man. Because even if he had like a 95 carry, which he doesn't, but even if he had like a 95 carry, would you really want to risk your starting quarterback, your million coin quarterback, to injury? Not just the fumbles, but the injury. Would you really want to risk it? So that's why I just stuck to juking and spinning, and of course sliding. As you can see here, just slide. Be smart, man. Just take what you can get. So, but of course, at the end of the day, if you want to spend those coins and just try to truck and stiff arm, by all means, it's your card, do what you want with it. But as you can see here, man, I'm just showing you juking and spinning are just as effective, which honestly I think is the safer option, of course. So Campus Hero Tim Tebow, man, whether or not to you if he's worth 900,000, It's completely up to you, of course, but if you do get him, man, I'm just preaching, man, slide, slide, slide. Protect your million coin or 900,000 coin investment. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this review. My final thoughts: do I think he's worth 900,000? I feel like maybe he's worth 600,000, 500,000, and yes, I know that that's half the price, but in my opinion, man, like I said before, he's just a glorified flashback Vic. So if you want to know what it's like to play with Tim Tebow, man, but you can't afford him, go try out flashback Vic. You'll pretty much get a good idea of what Tim Tebow is going to be like. He'll make some good passes here and there, but there's always going to be that one pass that comes in there that makes you say, what the hell was that? Is he top 5? Like I said before, man, I cannot put a quarterback in the top 5 that I do not trust. Top 10, I don't know. Top 10, like I'm thinking about it, but I don't know, man. Top 10 this late in the game with all the quarterbacks that are out there, I don't even know about top 10, man. Because if you think about it, if you take away his speed rating, down to like maybe like an 84, like his overall would drop to like maybe like a 95, 94 maybe. So I feel like maybe that speed is what's giving him that 99 overall. Or maybe I'm wrong. Oh, and also that play action. Now I know some guys will say, well, will say that play action is helpful. It helps, destroy defenses. But honestly, man, if your opponent, sees that you're running play action over and over and over again, but they can make a real easy adjustment and just hit that left trigger and hit guess pass, and that play action is worthless. So that's why I don't put too much stock into play action. But anyways, man, that's pretty much how I feel about it, man. So if you want Tim Tebow but you can't afford him, go try a flashback Vic. You'll pretty much get a good idea of what Tim Tebow is like. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of that, man. My next review should be that campus hero Carlos Hyde, which should be out tomorrow, hopefully. So be on the lookout for that, man, and make sure you subscribe so you will be up to date with his content when it drops. I'll see y'all boys later, man. Peace.